again, it's Mark here from GrimTreeGames.com, online game store and blog. We've got an overview of Lords of Waterdeep for you here today. So we've already unboxed it, you've seen that hopefully, got all the bits out. We've read the rules, we've laid it all out to show you how it plays, give you a bit of an overview. Now luckily, it's a very, very simple game to play. Lots of depth to it, lots of strategy, but on the surface, relatively straightforward, which is good. So just to give you an overview of the board, this is Waterdeep, the city that you're trying to become a lord of and trying to run. And it all looks a bit abstract. That's probably because it is a bit abstract, I guess, but still, it's a bit of good. So on the board, there's all the various parts of the city that you can visit, and now you have agents. So you send your agents out to do your bidding, and they hire people to work for you to complete quests. So around the edge of the board, you can see there's the victory point track here that goes all the way around. You complete quests. When you complete quests, you get victory points. To complete quests, you need workers essentially, or because it's D&D, warriors, wizards, rogues, and clerics are the workers in this particular game. So you place your agents to get the workers, to then complete the quest cards to get your victory points. Yeah, simple. It makes sense. Although also you can also buy buildings that give you advantages. So anyway, that's enough talking. We'll get cracking. So I've seen 3-player setup here as an example. 3 players. If you want to focus on this guy here, we have. I'll put that around. So you've got the agents that you can use. Now the more players you have, the less agents you use. So a 3-player game, you get 3 agents that can go and do your bidding. You've got a starting pile of cash. Quite awesome little pieces of money, to be honest. Very original. You have some starting quests. Now if you zoom in on the quests, you can see it's super simple. Required. So to complete the quest, you need 4 warriors, a rogue, and a wizard, and 2 cash. And if you do it, you get 9 victory points and 2 clerics. Simple. And also each quest is a type of quest because, well, I'll explain why in a minute, but that's the quest cards. Those are what you've got to try and complete. Once you've completed them, you put them face down here. Okay. You also have intrigue cards. Now these are face down because this is a secret. You keep this secret from the other players. These let you do unpleasant things to other players usually. There's a few examples there. And then finally, you definitely keep this secret from the other players, is the Lord. And that's the Lord that you are. Now different Lords have different winning conditions. So for example, at the end of the game you score 4 for each commerce quest and each welfare quest. Now other Lords have different quests that they're after. And that's why these titles are important here on the quests, because you're going to be gunning for a particular type of quest to get you more points. So that's what you start with. Simple. Now, one player has this, which is the first player token. So this is important because this can change. It's not logical really. That's how it changes. It's part of the gameplay. So say for example, he's the first player. So what does he do? On your turn, really simple. You pick an agent, you put it somewhere, and if you can't complete a quest, you can complete a quest. That's it. Now the reason why it is so simple and so intuitive is because rather than having to explain to somebody, these are the 10 actions that you can take, and you've got to remember these before you can play the game. The actions are on the board. So wherever you have a little agent icon, that's where you can put your man, and that's what happens. So we'll go around the board. So if we go here, you can pull a new quest card. These are the quest cards that are on offer. These have been pulled at random from the deck. If you get a quest card, then you put it along with your quests, and you put a new one. Okay, makes sense. You'd also get 2 money for going there. If you come here, quest card and an influence card. If you come here, you get a quest card and you reset the quests. So all these quests go. That could be very annoying if you're actually after a particular quest. Here you get 2 rogues. There you get a cleric. There you get 4 coin. Okay. We'll come just here to here a second. This is Waterdeep Harbour. This is a special one. Anywhere where you've seen an eye previously, that's where you get an influence card, but you can only come here to play them. And you notice there's 3 spaces. So maybe this turn, if I go here, I can play an influence card. And next turn somebody goes there, next turn somebody goes there, then that means no more can be played because you've used all the spaces. Here, if you go here, the first player icon moves to you, so you become the first player. First player is important because if you notice, if you put in these little tokens down and you get first choice, then first player is important because you can get there before the other players do. That gives you a wizard, that gives you 2 knights. Those are the standard spots where you can send agents to get things. Okay. Now, what we would do, start of a round. So we'll play it properly. So start of a round. Each round, you put these victory tokens onto the buildings. I'll tell you why in a minute. So there's 3 victory tokens going on 3 buildings. These are buildings that you can build. Okay. And you also notice that rounds here, there are 8 of them. Because when you get to the end of the 8th round, it's game over. And whoever has the most victory points wins. Which means it's a relatively quick game as well, because you're not waiting for a victory condition to occur when you get to 8 rounds. That's the end of the game. So, start of the round, every round, we put the victory points on the building tokens. So when it's your turn, you can go anywhere that we've just mentioned, but also you can come here and choose to build the building. Okay. Now all these are randomly drawn from this building deck, and there's lots and lots in there, and they all have different advantages. So, for example, this building, if you were to build it, it would cost you 3 gold, and it would give you a warrior and 1 other of your choice. But also, let's go through the motions. Let's say I'm going to build this. Okay. So it's my turn. First turn, I've gone here, and I want to build this. So what I do is, first of all, that gives me a victory point, because there's a victory point on there. So my little counter at the top goes up 1, because I'm black. Boop, to there. And then this becomes built and goes up to the building here. If you notice, there's a row of blank building spaces where all the buildings are built. So I've just built that, I've got a victory point. It's cost me 3 gold. I'll take 3 gold. And sorry, you don't have to follow me down here, I'm just going to do it. Put 3 gold in the bank, and I put a little marker on to say I built that, black player built that, city guard built that. So that then opens up another space that somebody can visit. So say the next person's turn, okay, in this case it's probably the yellow player, so it's my turn. What am I going to do? Maybe I put my guy here, I get this and this from this building, but the owner also gets that. So the black player would get a warrior token. Very good, very simple. Okay. So I've gone back down to the buildings. Once a building is built, you never leave it blank, put a new one down. Okay. And as you can see, they are varied. So this building, when purchased or start of round, place 4 gold on, land on it, and take all the gold. So it's a constant supply of gold there, but plus the owner gets 2 whenever it's used. This one, take 1 face-up quest card. You may immediately complete that quest. If you do, score 4. So the variety in the game comes from the buildings, because you never know what you're going to pull, and it gives advantages to the owner, and it's a good mechanic. Now, let's say we've all had a round. So basically you keep going, until you've placed all your agents. So we've got 3 apiece, so they've all been placed in various places. We've got all the workers. End of the round, all the agents have gone out. If any agents have been placed in Waterdeep Harbour, you get a little bonus move. So any agents that are there get to move back out and go somewhere else. Okay. Because all you're doing is playing an influence card, really. You're not getting anything else out of them. So because they're restricted to 3 influence cards, they then let you go and do something else. So that's the end of the round. So end of the round, you take all your agents off, put them on the relevant places, and then we do the same thing again, where we take these 3 tokens, put them on the buildings, and that not only does it signify we're getting closer to the end of the round, but also it's building up the victory points. So that if we go quite a while with nothing being built, there could be a massive stack of victory points there for somebody. You might not want the building, but if you go and build it, you're going to get those victory points. I think I might just come to the end of the explanation because that's pretty much how straightforward it is. We can have a quick look at some of the various influence cards. These, like I say, these generally let you do unpleasant things to other people. So take 3 from the supply and place them into your tavern. Each opponent can choose to give you 1 warrior to score 3 placed in your tavern. So actually that's benefiting other people, isn't it? But again, the variation, the complexity is on the cards rather than in the rules. Here's quite a good one. So man's request. So an influence card, you can play this on somebody and they have to complete that quest before they can do any of their own quests. It's a mandatory quest. They still get a reward for it, but they may be waiting to fulfill that one awesome quest and they can't because you've got to do that first. And there's the utility attack. So there's 3 types: attack, utility, and then that mandatory quest that we saw before. And again, very cool. Lots of scenarios and possibilities play out through those influence cards. Again, some of the quests, a slight variation on the quest. If you complete a quest, some of them are called plot quests. If you want to check this one out. So what it is, just the same as a normal quest, but once you complete it, it stays on the board and things happen. So at the start of each round, take any one cube from the supply and place in your tavern. So a plot quest gives you rolling benefits as well as just the reward for completing it. And I think that's about it. That pretty much sums up. That's how you play the game. Actually no, one last thing. When you get to round 5, and again, it tells you on the board, you cannot get this wrong. When you get to round 5, you unlock another agent for you to use that goes onto your available agents, which basically just, I guess, it heightens the drama. Yeah, you're getting close to the end of the game, so more people have more options, just to speed things along. And that's about it. It does. The playtime, it says an hour on the box, and I know usually they say an hour, and it's not really. Or the first game, maybe it takes you 2 hours because you're reading the rules, but it plays in an hour. It is super quick. And I think that's about it. So, thanks for watching. This game's currently available on the website on www.gruntrygames.com. We've got a forum there, we've got Twitter, we've got Facebook. All the links are going to be at the end of this video, so you can check it out. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.